Hey, what's going on? My name's Chandler, and today I kind of want to make a little video for you guys and just kind of demonstrate how to use a decentralized exchange, why you should be using it over a centralized exchange, and how to navigate the tricky user UI that honestly took me a while to get used to at first. And I feel like there can always be some more content on this out here, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, so links for all these sites will be in the description, but we are going to be using the DEX PancakeSwap on the Binance Smart Chain. So here's our splash home screen. In order to connect your wallet to be able to allow the decentralized exchange to take your tokens and give you other tokens, you're going to want to click Connect Wallet. So I'm using MetaMask, that's why I'm going to click MetaMask. And then you choose whatever wallet you want to connect. So this is one of my wallets, and so I'll go ahead and click Connect. And connect. And boom, I'm connected. So there's a lot you can do on PancakeSwap. There's perpetual trading, there's futures, you can stake in their pools or farms, but today we're just going to kind of focus on trading because a lot of people like to buy meme coins and a lot of those are on Binance. So this is how you're going to be able to do it. So up top is the token you're going to transfer out of, and on the bottom is the token you want to receive. So how swapping on the blockchain works is you're not selling an asset and a third-party company is going to give you cash for it. What you're going to do is you're going to swap one coin for another coin. So it's a one-to-one exchange. But you may ask, coins don't keep the same price. Why would I want to keep all my money in a coin when it can go down the next day? What if I have a lump sum of cash that I don't want to be exposed to the market? So the answer to that are stable coins. So one of the biggest stables is BUSD on Binance. And what BUSD is it's a coin pegged to $1. So it will always be $1 as long as the company behind it and running it keeps it at $1. So what we're going to go ahead and do is see how much 1 BNB is. We'll type in 1. So what this is telling us is up top, I want to swap out of BNB and into BUSD. So it's saying 1 BNB is $285 or 285 BUSD tokens. Remember, because BUSD is pegged to $1. So let's go in reverse. Let's put BUSD up top and Cake token. So Cake is PancakeSwap's native token. You can see the price up here. They kind of have it just for your reference. But let's say I want to buy $10 worth of this. Go ahead and put in 10. And it's going to say your price impact is very low. So what price impact is it's all kind of very confusing, but how I like to think of it is your price impact is how much you are going to lose on the transaction. So on this, you're only going to lose 0.01 because the token has a lot of liquidity, being Cake token. And that's kind of a subject for another video, is liquidity and how all of that works together. But just know that you're only going to lose less than 0.01% of what you're buying if you do buy 10 BUSD worth of Cake. So we're going to receive 2.1 Cake tokens. So let's go ahead and swap, and we'll go ahead and click confirm. Now it's going to pop up your MetaMask, and it's going to tell you a bunch of confusing stuff. But the biggest thing you need to know is there's an estimated gas fee and a total gas fee. So I forget what we said, but I think 1 BNB at the time of this video is like $285. What this is telling us is the gas fee. So that's the fee you pay to the miners in order to validate your transaction and push it through. So you're giving them your money. It's almost like a sales tax, you can think of it. But instead of going to the government, it's going to just other people. So I think that's pretty cool. So we're going to lose 0.0007 BNB. That's what we're going to pay in gas. And the gas token on Binance Smart Chain is BNB. So this probably comes out to like 50 cents or something. And so we're just going to hit confirm, and it's going to swap it for us. Transaction submitted. Now, what if you want to catalog your transactions? Well, there's a blockchain explorer for that, and it tells you all the info about the token or your transaction. So let's open up BSC scan. It's indexing this transaction, which means it hasn't been confirmed yet by the miners, or maybe the blockchain is just a little slow in displaying it. So we're going to go ahead and refresh it, and there it is. It says it's a success. Here's the timestamp of where it occurred. It says, the money came from my wallet. I interacted with the PancakeSwap router, which is where you're sending all your tokens, and they're sending you back whatever you want to swap. And it's saying I got $9.97 worth of Cake token. all these transactions have a hash. So if you copy the transaction hash of whatever transaction, you can paste it in up here and it'll find your transaction hash. And so this is useful if you make a big transaction or you want to catalog it or remember what you bought. Just write down the transaction hash. And it's also worth noting there's different block explorers for every blockchain. So if you're going to use Ethereum, you need to use Etherscan. If you're going to use Binance, you got to use BSC scan. It's a lot to keep track of, but just limit yourself to only working with a few blockchains, and there's plenty of tokens to buy. You're never going to run out of content. So all the tokens listed on here are default tokens. They're default whitelisted on this DEX, but what if we want to find a token that's not listed? What if we want to buy some random meme coin that just came out that your buddy told you to buy, but you don't see it on here? How do you buy it? So tokens work by having a unique identifier, which is their contract address. And so, for instance, I have Cake Token pulled up, and this is Cake Token's contract address. And it's just 0x, a bunch of random letters and numbers. What it is not important, but what you need to know is this is your unique identifier for the token. So if we go back to PancakeSwap and we paste that contract address in, it's going to pull up Cake, because that's like the key to say I want Cake Token. But let's go ahead and find one that's not listed on the DEX. I'm not going to buy it, but we'll just go to Qatar Inu. Okay. So on DEX Screener, you have the pair address, Qatar's address, Imrat BNB's address. So we're going to go ahead and copy Qatar's address. And let's say I wanted to buy $10 worth of it. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the bottom, and it says import. Now, there's a lot of unknowns with DeFi, but a rule of thumb is if you're buying random tokens, don't use your personal wallet. You don't want to expose your funds to a rogue contract address that may take your money, or just err on the side of caution and fund a fresh new wallet. So we're going to go ahead and import, and I understand anyone can create a token. This one may not be safe. So we're going to go ahead and import it. Now it's saying I would get 12,000 Qatar tokens. And I have very low price impacts, which means I'm not going to lose a lot because there's plenty of liquidity. So if I wanted to, I could buy it. And if I wanted to sell it, I would put Qatar up top. And I would put in, if I had 10 Qatar tokens, and it was saying I would get 0.008 BUSD out of that. I think the figure it gave us was like 12,000, which is more like we were seeing. So if I had 12,000, I wanted to sell it, it would be worth $9.7. Now, if you just leave a token you just bought right up top here, it's going to reflect in value. Your token amount will stay the same, assuming it's got non-self-reflecting tokenomics. But this number down here of how much it's worth will constantly fluctuate. So I'm sure if we wait long enough, this number may go to $10 or it may go to $9.4. You don't know. But this is a constantly updating feed. And so whenever I buy a token and I just kind of want to watch it, I think it's fun to just kind of have the swap queued if I need to swap very fast and just have it open on this screen. So that takes us to Slippage. Oh, and you can see if I were to have 12,000 tokens, it would up in value. So another thing is Slippage. So basically Slippage is you telling the DEX, this is how much I'm affording to lose. This is how much I'm okay with losing. I may not lose at all, but if I put 10% here, this is saying that if I buy a token, I'm okay with losing 10% of what I bought for. If I buy $10 worth of it, I'm okay with losing $9 of it. And it's imperative if you want to get into a launch really early, there's a hyped up launch, you want to put in 49, which is the max amount you're okay with losing. Because it allows you to get in faster than anyone else, assuming you're not competing with bots who are front running other transactions. So you're saying, I'm okay with losing 49% of what I bought, but PancakeSwap will always take the lowest amount of slippage possible. This is just saying I'm okay with losing that much. I may not. And a lot of the times you're not going to lose 49%. But I like to do this just to get in early because I find getting into a token earlier is usually better than waiting with a low slippage and everyone gets in before you. You buy the peak, then there's the initial post-launch dump, and et cetera, et cetera. Now what's cool on here is you can speed up the way of your transaction. So that fee I was talking about, that gas fee that you're paying the miners to mine your transaction, well, whoever's paying the most for their transaction is going to get it in faster. It's like if someone were to hand you money and say, I want you to do this right now, and then someone else hands them more money, do mine first. You're going to take the person who offered you more money. So you're paying an expedited fee to get your transaction in sooner. So if I was making a transaction on Bitcoin and I wanted to buy some Bitcoin with BUSD and I didn't care how fast it went through, I would keep it on standard. But if I want to buy a token that's time sensitive and I need to get in now, you can raise your gas fee right here. You can also do it within MetaMask, but you shouldn't need to do that unless you want to get into some launch very, very early. Yeah, I think that's about it for the first video. There's a built-in chart right here. There's a lot of other features, a lot of cool other features. There's futures trading, there's farming. It's all a concept for another video, but what's important is that you know how to swap, you know how to change assets, and the best part of it is it's all contained within your wallet. It's your wallet, your keys. No one else has access to it. So yeah, let me know what you think, you guys, and I'll see you later.